I think that's why in the Polynesian community is like, that's why depression is so prevalent, because we recognize like, oh, we're feeling sad. It's like, oh, it's okay. You just brush it off.
Well, a lot of people are sad, but they don't recognize they're sad.
Yeah.
You know, they cover it up. They just go, I'm just going through something. But actually, you are.
Like,
you are hurt.
There's something wrong with you.
Go to the hospital. You sit. Now have a family.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think you need to see a drugs. I think you need some drugs, bro.
And that's another thing too, because like in the Polynesian community, like we're such a happy people, and I think we try and post up that thing, and like we make fun of like when it is serious and someone does something. We make light of it. We make light of it just to like brush it away, because it makes us uncomfortable. Yeah. Because we're not comfortable dealing with our own feelings. Yeah. That's not something we're used to. Yeah, it's something we're never used to. Cause like how we're raised and grown. Just because we grew up in a family situation where like we have to think about the family. Like like we have to think about the family comes first. And then what our parents say goes. Yeah. And what our parents say goes, and like that's where that emotional intelligence come in. Yeah. Like it becomes like third in the things to because when you go to real life, remove family, remove parents, you're there by yourself. Yeah, and then you recognize it. It's just like, dang, I am messed up. Something's wrong. Something is wrong with me. It's like it was just because I was sad and like. That's why I don't have friends. For real, like. I wish though, like when I was younger, I do wish I had that that intelligence to like. Yeah. Because I thought it was just like, I was like, oh, I'm just sad. Yeah. I think I'm just like, I remember when I was younger, like, there were times where I cried myself to sleep. Yeah. I didn't know why. Yeah, because you can't recognize it. I can't recognize it. I just cried myself to sleep, and I was just like. Wake up the next day and like, put a happy face and like, I'm fine. I'm fine. But it's still there. It's still there, and like, at night when I'm by myself. Yeah. Like, and like, that's not normal. You're like. Yeah, that is not normal. That's not normal. You're not supposed to cry yourself to sleep. Exactly. And like. Somebody hears it. Shut up. It's like, it's funny because I slept in the same room with my sister, so just like I cried myself silently to. I can just picture it. So it's like, and plus you don't want to like. You don't want to tell your parents because, like, also you don't want them to make fun of you. Yeah. Or you don't. That's usually what we do. Yeah. Yeah. So we usually keep things to ourselves because, like, we don't want other people to make fun of us, and like, and then I think that's why people why we keep a lot of things to ourselves as Polynesians, because like that humor factor in it. It's just like it was like, what the hell? I know. Yeah, like I said, we don't really have we don't never have time to like talk about it. It is what it is. Yeah. And no one takes it seriously. No one takes it seriously. And like, I think because I think Monica from the last interview talked about it. Especially the elders, right? Yeah. To them, hurt means physical. Yeah. They don't understand emotional hurt. If you don't see it. If you don't see it, you're not hurt. Yeah. So like, why are you crying? I don't see anything wrong with you. Yeah. Because in the islands, the way they grew up, it's just physical pain. Yeah. There's no like, because when they're struggling so much that they're trying to overcome their struggle, they don't have time to worry about their feelings. And I feel like it's so like you see now like a lot of Polynesians coming up with like mental health and stuff like that is because people are actually talking about it. Yeah. It didn't mean it didn't happen before. It's just they didn't want to say anything because like they didn't want to get persecuted or just like put down because of what they're feeling. And like that emotional intelligence I learned it on my mission because it's like I had a companion thing, like I was telling her some things and she's like, you're not supposed to be feeling that. Yeah. And I was just like I was like, really? But I learned that emotional intelligence, and like coming back it's kind of hard to like blend it into like how like my family is, because my family's still the same. Yeah. Like, but I've noticed now like there are some things like my mom does recognize like depression is real. People do need to be heard and stuff like that, and so
Like it's small changes like that, but I don't think I would have recognized it if I didn't go on my mission. Cause
it gives you some time by yourself.
Yeah, it was by myself. I was like over 1,000 miles away from my own family, and I had to deal with like
things on your own. Yeah.
Things on my own, and like everything. Like I feel like sometimes Polynesians do need to do that, go live by themselves for a little bit, because it's like you got to because like it brings back all that like all that your parents taught you, and then it comes into this like you have to start thinking about like, okay, how can I put what my parents learned with some things that I've learned myself.